Right, Brother Hassan, Zahid, and Taha, just quickly make the Aqaid presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry for going too late. We're going to finish up really quickly. One thing we talked about fiqh, we talked about akhlaq, we talked about tariq. One thing we didn't talk about is aqaid. Remember when we had all these majalis of isal sawab and someone passes away, what are those majalises for? Therefore, if someone misses their prayer, someone misses their fast, someone didn't pay khums, someone didn't pay zakat, all those sins can be forgiven. They can be forgiven in your lifetime, they can be forgiven even after you die. But if you pass away or if you die with aqaid that is not rock solid, unfortunately there's nothing anyone else can do for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says if you don't have the right aqaid, if your foundation of your belief is not solid, there is nothing for you. But unfortunately, it's very painful for me as a teacher in past Sunday schools and as a student. It's painful for me to say that aqaid was never taken seriously. This is the truth in all our Sunday schools. It's not just this one, it's not just anyone that I've been associated with. Unfortunately for us parents, aqaid is never taken seriously. Unfortunately for the majalises that happen, aqaid is not taken seriously. We are trying to change that. What we're doing is that we're taking a look at the curriculum that was in the madrasa.net, the London curriculum. Aqaid, even in that curriculum, is not solid aqaid. It is very, if I can tell your kids Allah is one, the Prophet Muhammad is his messenger, that's awesome, that's great. They go out in the world and someone atheist comes and starts giving them details about how Allah is not one, and then they're silent because they've been taught Allah is one. Why is Allah one? Why can't Allah be two? Is there even a God? They've never been taught the proofs and the details of this really sacred belief that we have, where who is our imams? What are the imams? That is a great question. When someone says, who are your imams? We say, well, they're the successors to the Prophet. Really? That's it? Our imam, if we tell somebody and we listen to the majalis that if our imam passes away, this world stops. And then they laugh at us. They say, how is that possible? How is it possible that you believe in an imam that's been alive for 1,000 years? Correct? Am I wrong? They laugh at us. But our kids have nothing to say to refute that. And the reason we don't have anything to say is because the aqaid that we've been taught is just really basic. We have 12 imams, 14 ma'sumeens, 1,000 or however many prophets that we are taught, and one Allah. Why? That is the question. And inshallah, with your prayers, with the help of this team that I'm about to mention, inshallah, we're going to change that for your kids. What we're going to do is rather than take the curriculum that was given to us by somebody else, we're going to take the curriculum of our ulama. Ulamas that everyone here trusts, that everyone here calls one of the most knowledgeable, if not the most knowledgeable ulamas. I'm going to, please come up if I recite your names, because these names that I'm going to recite, and I can tell you now, for me, as the principal of this Sunday school, Quran and Aqaid are the top two subjects in this Sunday school. We're going to focus on fiqh, we're going to focus on akhlaq, we're going to focus on tariq. You just heard from all the teachers. But I can tell you now, if by the end of this year, if I can say I was successful in Quran and in Aqaid, wallahi, I'm happy. So these names that I'm going to recite, please come up to the front because I want the parents to see you. Brother Taha Darsi, myself, Brother Hussein Raza, Brother Ishaq Abdi, Sister Masma Farishta, and Sister Insia Darsi. Please recite Allah salawat for them.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
I'm going to go very quickly with this. Class 6 will be taught. Remember, the teachers that are here will get kind of rotated as they're needed in different levels of aqaid. Remember, we're going to give the best teachers to the best classes where we need them the most. Right now, the teachers you see here, they're really not assigned to any one specific class. We'll keep rotating. We'll keep switching them around until we're happy with where they're at. Class 6, which is, as you might have, class 6 is, Sister Nashabi, tell me, how old are those kids?
In class 6?
Yes.
They are 12.
They're 12 years old. Class 6 will have their own separate curriculum aside from the book, okay? Class curriculum for class 9 girls and class 10 boys and girls will be the same. For Class 6's curriculum, it's going to be based on the tenets of Islam by Sheikh Tusi. Who doesn't know who Sheikh Tusi is? He's one of the most prominent scholars that this Shia school has thought has ever seen. And then the Class 10, what we're going to do with Class 9 and Class 10 is we will review the tenets of Islam by Sheikh Tusi for the first semester. So for the first semester, we'll give them a crash course of the tenets of Islam. And then what we're going to do, we're going to dive into the principles of faith, Usul al-Din, by Ayatollah al-Uzma Sheikh Hussain Wahid al-Khurasani, who has been regarded as one of the most knowledgeable in this aspect by all the ulamas out there. Please recite Allah salawat for the help of Allah. So these teachers that you see here tonight will be meeting on a weekly basis to discuss their progress, to discuss what's next, and to discuss the curriculum. Brother Taha has been very generous and very kind as to giving us the curriculum, taking them out from this book, and basically splitting them up lesson by lesson by lesson, so your kids will have an easy time in trying to learn. What I ask of you, the parents here, is to please help us reinstate their focus on Aqaid. Make sure you ask them not what is Allah or is Allah one, but ask them why is Allah one. They should be able to answer that fluently. In our classes, even during just some of our judges, we'll have mock debates up here where someone will play an atheist and your child will stand here and prove us wrong, inshallah.